Brooks here. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to go over prepping and working a fashion show. We are T-minus 1 day. The show is tomorrow, January 9th. I'm so excited to work it. So let me give you a little backstory of how I've gotten into this stuff. I started doing makeup on social media, you know, back in the good old COVID when there was really nothing to do. I started in high school and I was in theater at the time, so I did some theater makeup. And then I kind of went on a lull for a little bit. My freshman, sophomore year of college, I just was so busy, like, oh my god, it's a college experience. So I kind of dropped off. My junior year, I ended up joining a fashion club at the college I went to, which 10 out of 10 recommend looking for one if this is something you're interested in. So this fashion show, I will be doing makeup for 8 models, which is the most I've ever had in a fashion show. I normally stay around 5 or 6. So I'm super excited about that. But through that club, I got to meet a whole lot of people, a whole lot of creatives who wanted to, you know, start their own shows and just branch out into the industry in the area. So I've made connections through that have brought me to here. That year when I was in the club, I got to do makeup for the wonderful Mark, who is one of the creative directors of the Nova Collective. I'll put it right here if you guys want to check them out. That's the show I will be working. I also worked their first show, so this is not my first rodeo with them. They're a great group of people. The creatives off the board, love everything that's designed. So I want to show you guys kind of like what it's like getting into that industry as a beginner, and you know, just so you guys can really see, like, you don't go from nothing to New York Fashion Week immediately. Like, you have to build your portfolio, get that experience. So I'm just kind of showing you guys a good place to start. Yeah, let's get into it. So first things first, I want to talk about the sheer amount of stuff you're going to accumulate if this is an industry you want to go into. You have to be building a makeup kit. Like, there is so much stuff here at this point that, like, it all doesn't fit in one bag anymore. So I have ordered a new makeup case. This is something that's been coming. I've decided, since I'm going to take this more seriously and take gigs like this, that like I need to be more organized than 8,000 different bags. So we're also going to be packing that as part of our prep, and some of my makeup brushes, which I'll show you. They've been active for a hot minute. Like it's a hot mess going on in here. So some of the girls, they gotta go. They've seen their time. They've lived. We love them. So I also ordered some new makeup brushes. So we're gonna unpack all this and see what we have and see what's making the cut for tomorrow. Okay, so upon first glance, I think everything's gonna fit in here because I can put my palettes in here since I have no hair tools. And then we have another section full of pockets for all our makeup brushes, which there's also a zipper behind it, so that's even better. And then I have all of these spots, which they're removable. So I think everything should fit in here. First things first, anything that you plan to use with like clients or anything like that, you need to make sure it's clean. So I'm gonna go and disinfect this whole thing just because you never know like where this has been, what's been on it. Okay, so we have finished putting all the makeup in the bag. I have to put the brushes in. Some of them are still drying right now, but I can put some of the new ones in, so let me do that real quick. Alrighty, the kit is packed. Oh my god, that's so heavy. Putting it over here, and now I'm gonna get ready for bed, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. 6 out of 8 of my models in the morning, and now I have lunch, and then I'm going to the venue at 4 p.m. to start touch-ups and finish the other 2 makeups that I have. One did not show up, and then the other is one of the creative directors, and I just didn't get to him. 8 makeups is a lot to do with only 15 minutes for each of them, and when people bring in elaborate stuff, like, it's difficult. So we're just gonna see how that goes. Yeah, but I'm gonna go on my lunch break and go home and chill for a few hours and then head on down there. All right, see you guys there. I'm about to head to the venue to do touch-ups and finish my last 2 models, one of which didn't show up earlier, so I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. It might just be one more person, but I want to show you the fit first. Look. I thought it was very on theme. I gotta wear sneakers, unfortunately, because my back's been bothering me. But it's very on theme. You know, the show's called Crimson Eclipse, so red and black seems like the vibe. Anyway, let's get back to the models and to the show.